And with that, welcome to this 348th episode of Crashing Game Night.
Oh wow.
My name is, yeah, right? 348. I mean, who'd have thunk it? 1/1/2019, that 348 episodes later, this shenanigans is still happening. Um, anyways, I'm joined by the beanied one, Gerard Barrera.
Hello, all you nerds out there. What's going on? It's another day, another dollar. How's it going? I hope all of you are doing well.
Our uh, our babyface one is not able to make it today. He's taking care of some issues with the puppers.
Hmm.
Thoughts going out to him.
Yes.
And then we've got our man with the couch, the maitre d' services, the man, the myth, the legend, Jason Belidio, otherwise known as the Lion's Mane.
Sup, brah?
How's it going, guys? How's it going? How to do this dramatic pause?
I'm
Thoughts
sorry.
up for the
It's
pup.
been it's been an exhausting few days. I've gotten very little sleep. So I just, yeah,
Were you gonna
I
fall
messed up the
asleep in
intro.
that pause? I mean, like, it's
Do you want me to
okay.
redo it? Do you want me to
No,
give
no,
you a
you're
proper
fine.
one? Do you want me to go
You're
back? I'll
fine. You're
rewind it.
fine. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we just need a mode of silence for the mess up. It's okay. You know,
I don't
highlight
do
that.
it often.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's why we gotta highlight it.
God damn. Oh, anyways, how's it going?
You know, it's this thing,
Not
man.
bad. Doing okay.
Yeah.
Start
It's
off
been
to a decent week. Had a couple days off, and then
yeah.
back at it tomorrow.
Yep.
So, I want to start off this episode as the residential fan of the bums of the Major League world. Jerry, it pains me to say this, but
Doing well this
congratulations
year.
on
It
your
doesn't pain
Dodgers
you.
going back to the World Series.
Yay, yay.
That it doesn't pain you. You just,
Oh, it no, it
Just
absolutely
truth.
pains me
Just truth,
because
you
when
know.
we're
you
at the
know.
NL West, we hate the Dodgers. Like respect, but not screw the Dodgers. But no, that's going to be a really good series. I know they pretty much kicked the Brewers straight on out in the NLCS. Toronto and the Mariners went to Game Seven, and it was a good Game Seven. Um, so that's going to be a good series, though. Blue Jays are not a team to sleep on right now, so I'm hoping I'm hoping it doesn't end with a Dodgers sweep, and at least the Jays can win a couple of
We'll
games.
see. Man, we've been dominating a few of those. Yeah, like
Dude,
the Brewers. Like we're doing pretty well, man. We're looking good. Like,
no
man,
pun intended. Game four was the Shohei show. Not only was he the
was that the one?
starter
Was
for
that did that end? Was that 3 to
Otani,
1?
well, not only was he pitching, right, and
Uh-huh.
had a dominant performance, he had a monster moonshot home run that pretty much put them up for good.
Ooh,
Um,
yeah.
so yeah, so respect to your boys, but screw the Dodgers. No, honestly, I'd like to see it stay in the NL West, you know, but oh,
Oh,
for a
what
good
a guy.
series.
What a guy. What a guy.
It's one of those things I still root for in division, right? As much as there are rivals and
Yeah,
my
okay.
boys sucked this year, I still would like to see the rings be in the division because if the Rockies can get back to playing good baseball like they've had in the past, like during their playoff runs, top to bottom, that's a competitive division when everybody's on their A game. You know, it's the Giants, the D-backs, the Dodgers, the Padres. So Major League Baseball, please don't break it up. I'm talking about realignment, and I don't. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Realignment. No, I was
yeah, because they're
like,
talking two expansion teams and
oh,
then realigning
interesting.
all of baseball.
Interesting.
Oh wow.
That
But
means more
I
games.
No, same 162 games, but it would put teams more geographically low, more centralized, so you can cut down on a lot of the travel, which would be
Ah.
nice for some of the teams. Case in point, right? You look at um,
Well, I mean,
the
like
AL,
the
the
all
AL
the
West, right? Part of it has the Texas Rangers in it, and then you've got all the Cali teams. You got Seattle, you've got Oakland, you've got the Angels, all right there in that division with Texas. So they would be looking at moving like Texas in with the division with Houston, Texas, I think Colorado, and I think Kansas City was the other one that they were possibly looking at. But
hmm,
you got a lot
interesting,
of rivalries going right now that I think would get messed up. So you'd have to do something about that.
interesting. Yeah, I mean,
Anyways,
I just hear all this talk about how we have way too much money on our hands, and they're saying that they want to actually have a salary cap in the MLB.
it needs to happen.
That's the only thing that I've seen so far, and you
Um,
know,
because you've got teams,
like the
I think,
Dodgers.
like the Dodgers that have
I'm not
spent.
hating. I'm not
I'm not
hating, but
hating,
at the same
but I
time,
think, but I
like,
think,
if money gonna buy you a ring, I mean,
yeah. But I think at the same gesture as what they're doing, like how they're paying their players, does need to be looked at because what they're doing is they're backloading all of the contracts with the money. So up front, the first couple of years, the players aren't getting paid a lot. It's the back end of the contracts where they're getting paid. So the Dodgers, what they're doing is they're putting all the money in escrow and making interest off of that money. And that's how they're
Oh,
playing
wow.
paying all these
That's
players.
smart.
It's smart, but at the same time it's like part of it is that money's going to come due, right?
Yeah,
And
but
it's going to hurt them. But
to a degree, but that's
um
also why I'm sure they're getting that percentage. But also, it's also, but also think of it this way: in an investment, they keep that player throughout those years, regardless. I mean, technically, regardless of their numbers. Uh, well, I
you
mean,
know, they just want to try and find a breach of contract
well,
or,
yeah, correct,
yeah.
correct. But to a degree,
that's
if
all.
the players make it to the end and to the point of like where they're coming to the end of their contract or they're going to retire, that's going to be a big payout for them. Where I can understand that incentive, but yes, I'm sure they would want to find some sort of like breach of contract or like, or if they got injured too early, what does that mean? Like,
Yep.
is that in the contracts too?
hmm Yeah, I just not a
Happens
lot
then.
of teams can afford to do that type of a salary structuring because at the end of the day, you do that, that's gonna like case in point the
And
Rockies. If the
the
Rockies
other
were to do
thing,
that, it would
like,
kill them when those
what's
contracts came
stopping the
due.
Rockies from throwing those incentives too in the contracts?
Can't
I
afford
mean,
it, bro.
unless they
Can't
truly
afford it.
can't, like,
You
yeah,
can't
unless
afford
they
it.
truly can't
So
back
Can't
it.
afford it.
basically, so think about this, like the Dodgers have all that money, right, from their ownership group and everything like that. Rockies' average salary has been hovering right about 90 million. The Dodgers payroll is like 120, right?
Okay, yeah.
So think about this. The Rockies were to do that would say five players. You back in those deals like a Chris Bryant deal, Nolan Arenado, where those contracts are paying 20-ish million dollars on the back end. So
Mhm.
you escrow all of that. All of those contracts come due. So that's all of a sudden now you've got a
So
hundred
that's
million
all. That would
dollars.
also be all at once.
That'd
Okay.
be all at
Yeah,
once on one year. So
where you gonna make that money? Where you got cheddar coming from?
so
Exactly.
You
with the
know,
Dodgers,
Like, how are you
right?
going to
don't
cover
got
all that? Yeah,
you ain't
yeah.
got enough. You ain't got enough Coors Light to fill that. Fill those
And
shoes,
that's
bro.
and that's the thing is though with the way the Dodgers have done it, yes, they can afford to do it, but at the same time as all those contracts would show and Mookie Betts and all those other players are going to come due at the same time. So you're kind of mortgaging the future to pay for the present. Don't get me
Interesting.
wrong, when you've got a generational talent like Shohei Ohtani, Fucking go for it. Win as many
Yeah.
rings as you can with that boy.
Because really,
Because
really, I
he's
mean,
taking off.
Otani, that's where he's become kind of the golden boy because the more rings they win, the more of that heightened prestige that the Dodgers get. The more moves
Do
they
they
can make.
really need height and prestige, though? I mean, it's the Dodgers.
Well, I
You know,
mean, as of late, they really haven't had consistent years winning championships or consistently going to the playoffs. I mean, technically, like our shtick was for a while, we would make it to the playoffs and then just choke. So, I mean, this is a great time for the whole establishment to kind of get to a level where they haven't been in a very long time where they need it. It's just like right
okay, hold
now
on. Can
we're
I?
at
I'm gonna
the
shoot
height.
that. I'm gonna shoot that theory right down. Okay, Dodgers won it last year,
Yeah,
so they're potentially going for a repeat. They won it in 21
took a
as
couple
well, or
years,
sorry, in
right?
20.
Yeah,
So, now granted, in
keep
21 it
looking.
was the Braves. Then you had the Diamondbacks won it in 23, Philly. Um, you had the Dodgers winning it in 17 and 18.
Oh
Um,
shit! Oh, I may
yeah,
have forgotten about that.
yeah.
Oh
They beat
wow.
the Astros 4-3 in
Oh
17.
dang, that's
They beat
right.
they beat the Red Sox 4-1 in 18.
Oh yeah, that was a rough one. That was a rough. I forgot about that one.
So
Oh yeah. So as of recently, yeah, the last couple, like, I would say the last decade, they've made some strong moves. So yeah. Okay, yeah. So maybe they are at that level then. That's good.
oh no, I take it back. Sorry, the Astros beat the Dodgers in
Mm.
17. Yeah, so Astros or sorry, the Dodgers lost back to
But
back,
they made it all the
17,
way
18, but they made it all
because
the way. So they've been
because
they've
before then, our shtick was that
yeah,
we would always like
three,
regularly make it to the playoffs and
four.
then just we wouldn't be able to continue or
So
like
they
we
have made it to, if you include this year, right? So that's five of the last World Series since 17. So one,
yeah.
two, three,
So
four,
as of
five, six,
recently, they've
seven,
been
eight,
doing
nine. So five of the
it.
last nine World Series the Dodgers have been a part of.
Nice.
Now, before that, though, on the other
Nice.
hand, it had been a very, very long drought
Yes.
for the Dodgers,
Not
Yeah.
nice.
including
Not nice.
including in '06 when they ran into the buzzsaw that was a red hot Rockies team
Ugh,
that finished out that season on a roll and ended
gross.
up winning the NLCS.
Ugh.
So, you know, just saying. It's our 1 year, right? That we made it to the
Yeah, yeah,
World
yeah.
Series.
That's really cute. Really, really nice.
We haven't tasted
But
playoff
I mean,
glories.
like I said, dude, as of late, like
Yeah.
really the last decade, we've grown I didn't realize how much of a level we've grown in as an establishment, but
It
that's awesome.
helps.
But it truly helps. But yeah,
It
I
helps when you're owned by Magic Johnson and company.
yeah, but that also
To
makes sense how much money they're able to kind of play with now because it makes sense now. Like they've had quite a few championships and like wins where like they're almost a bit like the Lakers of baseball a little bit. Well, I mean
I
no, I
take
mean
this
the
back.
Yankees are really,
Their
but
total payroll allocation for this year was approximately $350 million. Their active playoff or their active roster payroll was 268.7 million.
wow.
And when you look at their top five players, this is what I was saying that they're going to come
only.
due,
Only,
right?
yeah.
Tyler
Holy
Glass
crap.
now, 32.5 mil. Blake Snell, 28.4. Shohei, 28.2. Mookie Betts, 26.1. Freddie Freeman, 22.7. All of those. I mean, think about that amount of money that you got to figure out how you're paying people for.
Damn.
But that's exactly why, though, you look, they need some sort of a cap because you look around and the Rockies was 128.6 this year.
Hmm.
The Dodgers are double the payroll,
Yeah.
you know? So, anyways,
Hmm.
tip of the hat to the Dodgers. I just
Sweet.
want it to be a good series. I would love to see it go seven. Especially those fans in Toronto deserve it. It has been 32 years since they were in the World Series. So that goes back to, I want to say it's Joe Carter.
Holy crap.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't watch any baseball.
Yeah, well,
I
I
just
grew
catch
up on it.
news. I just catch the
Yeah, it was
news.
Joe
That's
Carter
it.
walk-off home run against the Phillies.
Carter. Joe
Joe
Got
Carter.
Carter.
it.
Yep. So, anyways, uh with that said, let's get to talking about some stuff. Um, Real quick, I'm gonna do collector's corner super quick because we got a bunch of stuff to talk about.
Mm.
Um, I now own two pieces from my collection that Jason and Jerry both own. So, Jason, after you showed yours last week,
Heck
Oh,
yeah,
you got
bro.
it.
Heck yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
um, I elected to do Zelda on display.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And I went classic with just the Nintendo
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
screen.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Um,
cool.
I will say this, Jay, the way you talked about it doesn't give this thing credit, though. I can actually
Really?
see how people really were starting to build real life Game Boys out of
Oh
this
yeah, no, like I was talking to
because
somebody today and they're like, yeah, there's something you can add into it to
the
turn it straight up
the
into
feel of the feel of the buttons,
the
like pressing
buttons.
them,
Oh,
like the
solid.
little like the
Yeah.
D-pad,
It's
um,
like all
the
almost like just right. And it's
the
just
contrast
yeah.
and volume buttons, just rotating those,
And the
and then
click.
even then
The
And
up
click,
the
at the
right?
top,
click.
It's the
Yeah.
click.
yeah, and then
That yeah.
the
That's like
little
that was the first thing I was like, oh Jay, but what about the switch?
yeah,
Oh, dude, it's got the click. It's got the click. Like
it's just and the stand they built for it was really nice. It just kind of plugs
Yeah.
in right where there was a cable.
Well, the
Um,
headphone cable port. Yeah.
but yeah, just the way it comes out and you can change the screens. That was the coolest the way they designed it
Yeah. You can change the
to
screen.
change out the screens and whatnot. So
that's pretty cool.
yeah, it
Very easy.
is.
Very simple too. That's
It
not
was an interesting build
design.
though, for sure.
Oh, dude, I barreled through that with the quickness, dude. Like I was so excited when I was building it. It was just so exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The only mistake that I made the first time around is the
the A and B,
marker.
the A marker.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I
there's
can
one
see
Lego
that.
block. There's one Lego
Yep.
block where it says A and I had it inverted. So I was like, what the heck?
Oh,
So I had to,
yep.
like
Um,
deconstruct it a little bit to
and
make
then
it.
Jerry,
Yeah. Oh, dope.
because you own this
Prepare a
one,
plan.
because you said
Yeah.
you had it. Have you put yours together yet? Or is
Yeah.
it still in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
box? Yeah.
It's on my dresser. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I went with the
Those are cool. Those that was a fun one.
yeah. It wasn't a bad. That one wasn't a bad build
No.
actually. Once you got it put together and whatnot. So yeah, added nice little
Oh,
spot to my
very cool.
collection. Um, so let's go ahead and start um with Nintendo. So with all the bad news of Xbox, which we've got more to talk about tonight, um,
Mm.
we missed the announcement, and I missed this in my email because I went and double checked for it. Um, Doug Bowser, the president and chief operating officer of Nintendo of America, is retiring at the end of year.
Wow.
Oh, dang.
Um,
We're getting a
I wonder
new
why.
CEO.
He's just decided it's time to move on. Um, so for those unfamiliar with the history, Doug Bowser took over from Reggie Fils-Aimé, who was the original, who was his predecessor. Um, we all know Reginator. You know, anybody's watched E3s and stuff like that. So he's going to be succeeded by Devin Pritchard, who she's been a part of the gaming industry for like 19 years. She has been doing um, the marketing, business affairs, and publisher relations for Nintendo. Currently serves as the executive vice president of revenue, marketing, and consumer experience. So it'll be nice seeing seeing what she can do, but she said, "Hey, I'm humbled and excited to take on this new role. Doug has been a fantastic mentor. I look forward to building on the incredible foundation he's helped establish with characters and worlds that offer something for everyone. My focus will be continuing to build on Nintendo's legacy of surprising and delighting our longtime fans, while at the same time welcoming new players into the Nintendo family. You know, maybe talk to Game Freak and tell them to put out a better Pokemon game." Dude, ZA is getting
I mean,
trashed right now.
Is it really?
Yes.
I haven't
yeah,
been
yeah,
following. I'm not getting it, so
it's
I haven't got
not.
it yet. Ooh.
Um,
I saw it a little bit when I was at the Pokemon World Championship,
Man.
and it's not. It could be a lot better. Let's just say
let's just put it
it
this way.
literally
No
it's
The
like
bueno.
buildings are
it's.
flat. It has like
I mean,
grading.
like that's not the big thing. I mean, it's just the gameplay
Yeah.
itself. It
Yeah.
doesn't.
It's
It's like a weak version of Arceus. That's really what it's
Oh,
like.
yeah.
It's a
People
weaker
are
version of it. It's like it's not better. It didn't match or like exceed. It was like, ah, dude, let me just
yeah.
throw the same thing, just rename
It's
everything, redesign a few of the
I mean, people are
Pokemon, and
complaining that
no.
they go into
it is
like they go to a
bad.
storefront and
It
it's
is
just like an
bad.
old school RPG where it just pulls up a menu list of what's in the store and that's it. Um, like the buildings, like if you're looking at it from a far right and you see the buildings with the windows like they have balconies and stuff with like the graded like a balcony and stuff. You
Yeah.
walk up to the building, it's just it's flat. There's no texturing whatsoever. It's just
What?
yeah. So
And again,
um
it's not like it could be like an artistic point of view on that, which is like, okay, like we'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but then you go into the gameplay and all that stuff, and it's just like,
yeah.
bruh, like
I
we can buy see the visuals if the substance is good. Substance is not good, dude.
no.
Substance is not good.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, it bad, it bad, it bad.
That's rough.
Yeah. So anyways, Doug's statement on this was one of my earliest video game experiences was playing the arcade version of Donkey Kong. Since that time, all things Nintendo have continued to be a passion for both me and my family. Leading Nintendo of America has been an honor of a lifetime, and I am proud of what our team has accomplished in both business results and the experiences we've created for customers. Now it's time for the next generation of leadership, and Devin's track record speaks for itself. She's an exceptional leader, and her promotion is a testament to her strong performance and strategic contributions to the company's growth. I have full confidence that she will guide the company to even greater heights. Um, you know what though? It was kind of cool having Bowser running the thing. You know, just you got Reggie and you handed it off to Doug Bowser. I remember like all the jokes, like,
Yeah.
and he literally
Yes,
has like stuffed
that's my
Bowsers
name.
in his office. Like,
Yeah.
so,
Oh yeah.
um, you know, good luck to, Doug and what he does with his future endeavors. I know because I've read both, Ask Iwata and then, Reggie's book, right? And they did talk about, Doug was kind of mentioned in those pieces. So he had some very big shoes to fill. And honestly, I think with both launches of the Switch and the Switch 2, and even with the economic conditions we see now, right, with tariffs and all of that, I think he's guided the company quite well after taking over for Reggie, at least for Nintendo of America. So we'll see
Mhm.
what where Nintendo goes from here, right?
I think
Nintendo's Nintendo. It's gonna be Nintendo, you
yeah.
know.
And I think that's
So
what he kind of realized when he was in there. It was just keep it family. Like I've been saying forever, just keep it family. Like
Yep.
I don't know how old his kids are, but I believe that they're younger,
I think they're actually probably a little bit older now, up in
a
the
little bit
at
older
least
now.
teens now, probably.
Yeah, but I mean, but back when he took it over,
Yeah.
it was younger kids, and you're like, what? You can literally ask your kids like, how is this going to be? Like, is it easy to use? Is it compact? Like, for us adults, we have larger hands and we can like we need those like
Hmm.
added grippers or whatever, that's fine. But like for a kid, like you're honestly getting a lot of these for your kids. Since like, like as you guys know, I work at Costco and I've seen a lot of Nintendo Switches go through because they're like, oh, like I'm getting it for my kids. Oh, this is a Christmas gift for my kids. Oh, this is
Hmm.
an early Christmas gift or early New Year's, whatever, or early winter break thing for your kids. Your kids, your kids, your kids. The underlying theme is that you can spend this money for your kids and it's going to hold up. And it's not going to, it's barely larger than a tablet, like
Hmm.
you're not having to lug this thing around like a full
So,
laptop or like a full like PlayStation or
mhm.
back in the day LAN parties you had to bring your whole computer and like
Oh,
two-hand it. Oh yeah, you had to take
So
multiple trips,
you're
your
talking,
computer,
dude.
your
Yeah.
your
so to
your
give you an
monitor
idea,
and everything like
um,
that. They just carried handheld and you
mhm.
have two automatic
Yep.
two players, if not four players.
So give you an idea, Devin, she's been with Nintendo her entire career.
Yeah, so I mean,
So
she'll know
she
and she'll
understands it.
understand.
She actually was part of the I pulled up her Wikipedia page. She was actually part of the transition, or in the legal department when they transitioned from Tatsumi Kimishima to Reggie, back in
Okay.
'06. So she's been there for a long time. Um, so she understands what makes Nintendo Nintendo,
Yeah,
right?
what makes it tick, what your target audience honestly is. Like yes, we do have it as like adults because there are certain games that we either A,
I mean,
nostalgically grew up on, B,
I
increase the
mean,
library of the old
there's,
nostalgic Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Genesis games, even Game Boy nowadays, Game
come
Boy
on, Jay. When we
Advance.
talk about the nostalgia and stuff, we got Lego Game
Yeah,
Boys.
yeah, two
You
of
know,
us.
two
It's
of us
not even
have
it's
it,
not it's not even like one of us. Two of us have these,
right?
and it's just like, dude, like how old is this Game Boy? 80, 80,
89, I think, right?
88? Think
88
so?
or
80,
yeah,
88?
88 or
I want to say
89.
88.
Game Boy came out April 21st of 1989
Dang.
in America,
Yeah.
and it came out in
But yeah,
April of '89 for Japan.
yeah. So I mean,
Um,
like this thing is well
Like, I can
almost
remember walking
35 years old.
into Walmart when I was a kid. My mom would go do some shopping. I'd go over to electronics and I would sit there playing Tetris or
Yeah.
Mario Brothers right there in electronics with their demo unit, right?
Yeah.
Now, the Virtual Boy, on the other hand, I said, screw that. But
Hey, I'm still looking for that, bro.
same, same.
I
no,
want
Did
it. I
not
want it
enjoy
for
that.
stupid purposes. I want it for
I
stupid purposes.
I get that. I just can't like for the actual like piece of hardware, the $100 version, just to put on a shelf, would be kind of cool. But for me, is I just couldn't do it because for me, I'm
Oh,
part of for the eyes,
yeah,
I get the
yeah,
excruciating headaches when I
yeah.
look at 3D.
Oh
So
yeah.
Virtual Boy really screwed with my eyes
Yeah.
badly.
Yeah.
Um,
It was
so
way
I
too
mean,
far ahead of its time. Too
even
far ahead
yes,
of
even
its
but
time.
even if you didn't have like that kind of stigmatism, I think it was a normal thing like that even hit the news. I think that if you
yes,
played it too long, you did get migraines or like
Yeah,
headaches.
you got
yep.
Or like I was
actual
the same.
like
I was the
vision
same. Like it hit
Because
me
problems.
they
too,
went
where
with
I would just
red light versus green light for
yeah,
it.
and I just
You got
I just didn't
actual
yeah I didn't enjoy
problems.
it either.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I kind of want it. It's a piece of video game history, man, that you just
Yeah.
like come on, man.
That's funny.
Get that. So,
Cool,
but
man.
yeah, so Doug retiring at this point in his career,
I
he
mean, it makes
deserves it.
sense. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, the time, it's not weird timing. There's nothing like sinister or weird like going on or any
no,
scandals. Like
it's
it
nothing like
seems like
that.
it's the perfect time and he is ready to transition and move on.
Yeah, I mean, Doug's been doing this for a long time. So, um, he was with Procter and Gamble from 84 to 2007, which is kind of, I think, where the whole connection with Reggie comes because that's where Reggie was part of as well when you read his book. But he actually was at EA from 7 to 15 before joining Nintendo. So he's been around gaming for now 18 years, 19 years. So it's time he's like, I'm
Sweet.
done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready to move on and whatnot. So, good for him. So, um, that being said, let's let's slide on over to Xbox and
Oh no.
we'll
The
start the
other side.
downhill slide
The
tonight with the
other
bad
side
news.
of the
Oh
And we're
god.
going to
coin.
go to the other side of the coin. So I know we've been talking about Xbox the last couple of weeks, and honestly, it's all warranted. Like
This is yeah, this
for the
is
fans of the show, right? They know we are PlayStation and Nintendo, right? That's just the way it is, but that's just what we play. So that's what we
Yeah.
really talk about. But we cover Xbox when it's warranted. And
yeah.
unfortunately, it's just been hard hitting after hard hitting to the point where um, now that people have gotten their hands on the ROG Ally, we're getting more reviews coming out about it, how the battery life isn't great, and you've got to go turn off a whole bunch of stuff to make the battery life better.
Mm-mm.
Um, that it takes so long to set it up because all the Windows updates.
Oh
But
Jesus.
now it's come out that you cannot play your entire Xbox library on the ROG Ally.
Oh yeah, I did hear
In
this. I did.
order,
It's only the PC
it has to
version,
be
right?
the games themselves in your library have to be labeled as play anywhere, which is technically out of the Xbox PC store in order to play the games on the ROG Ally. So if you own games in your library that do not say play anywhere on them, sorry, you're not going to be able to play them. So if you're spending $600 plus with the expectation to be able to play all of your Xbox games, which
A
with all
lot of people.
I would
Yeah.
have considered it because I have an Xbox library from when I was still in that ecosystem, including Final Fantasy 13, because Square Enix refuses to bring it out on the Switch or the PlayStation. And um, I would have, if I was looking at a handheld for an Xbox, I would have considered it. But if it doesn't say play anywhere, you're kind of out of luck. So this is just bad news out of bad news out of bad news. And like I
That's rough,
was
dude.
in my local Target, and we had talked about
That's
this a couple
so
weeks ago.
bad. I mean that really makes him look so bad to the point where like I'm not even sure how bad they're getting hit, but like they just have to be like the reviewers or YouTubers have to be piling on right now.
Oh, the TikTokers, everybody is.
It's got to be
It's
ridiculous.
yep. But I was in my local Target the other day, and because me and the boys wanted donuts, we were going to go to Dunkin', but they're closed for remodeling, so we just
Oh
stopped at
no.
Target to go hit up, get a box of like Entenmann donuts, and they said let's go look at the Legos. So I was stopped by a guy in electronics who I had talked to, what was it, like 2 weeks ago when we were talking about them not having shelf space. And he's like,
Mhm.
after you and I were talking, I got to really thinking about it. He's like, they completely redid the area for the Xbox, so we don't really have anything for Xbox anymore. We don't have anything on the shelf for display. We don't have anything really on an inventory to sell you a console. And the only way really now to get an Xbox, at least here where I live, you know, I look at it and it's on the website, it's all like shipped and you'll get it on Thursday or Friday. Like they're
You
only
can
going to
just
ship the
purchase it online.
consoles. You can really only purchase it online now.
Weird.
So
Wow.
that tells me right there with that just little bit of information is combined with Costco, with um, Sam's Club and whatnot, companies are losing faith in Xbox right now. And when we all know, especially with the holidays coming up, shelf space is a premium. Like I walk in, Nintendo has an entire aisle, both sides, all Nintendo, Switch and Switch 2 shit. Like they have Switch consoles out there for sale. They have display boxes say, or they have signs out saying, "Hey, for Switch 2, go see an associate." But they have full on an entire row. PlayStation has just one side, and then Xbox is kind of little, which is when I was living back in Colorado, it was similar in the Target there. Nintendo had a big section, PlayStation had a smaller section, and then Xbox had a decent section. Then they started downsizing it as well back then. Now it's just kind of gone. So I really hope for Xbox fans' sake is that Xbox comes out with a console that gets them back on track because I would we all know that the gaming industry is better when all three of the main console manufacturers are on their A game,
Hmm.
right? PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo, like they more so PlayStation and Xbox going toe to toe on games that require the bigger hardware. But even then though, like Nintendo's not screwing around right now with the Switch 2. Like you're gonna start seeing the games coming for Switch 2. Um,
It's only a matter of, I mean, obviously, we're not unbiased. Like when Nintendo debuted the Switch 2, it had a poor starting lineup,
it
but
did.
we were
It
saying
had no starting
it
lineup,
had
just
no start.
one
I mean,
game.
there you go.
And
But
Mario
we,
Kart World.
we I believe we did say it's going to be a slow starter because once
Yeah.
those games, those specific Switch 2 games that they've announced and start coming out because they all do have release dates, Nintendo's going to jump up even further. They're going to start getting
Yeah.
more momentum. So that's why we want to see the other two to have other momentum as well. PlayStation is, I think, stuck in the middle. They're rocky. They're based on the decisions and like other things that they've been doing. Okay,
And
I think leaves us in questions. And then Microsoft
it's
has been blatantly clear with their direction, and it's just been the complete wrong direction,
yes.
completely downhill. So like
They have driven into the
it has
ditch.
been a pyramid of like successful, kind of like middle and like
Yeah.
uh sorry Microsoft, but yeah, man, it's been weird. It's been so weird.
Yeah. And I think Herman needs to take a look at PlayStation, right? Because outside of remakes, right? The only real exclusives we've seen anything on is we know Wolverine's coming next year, and we know Intergalactic's in the pipeline. That's it. Outside of we know San Diego Studio, they're MLB The Show. That's what they do. That's their thing. We know that.
and then some foreshadowing from
We've got Sucker Punch
uh,
talking about their
their
future
next, yeah,
and
which
either A, going back to, well, they've got three options right now that they're talking about. Either we're getting a new Ghost game, which
mm,
as much as I like, as much as
I heard we're getting more steam on the other two.
well, hold on. So as much as I like Yotai, it's still, it still has a lot of Tsushima feel to it. Like they upgraded some things just enough for a sequel, but it's not so far. It's not leaps and bounds above Tsushima. Um, but they're talking about going back to two old franchises. They're talking about resurrecting potentially Infamous, which we
Yes.
haven't seen since Second
Wow.
Son,
Wow.
which I thoroughly enjoyed Second
That's
Son.
a far reach,
Hold
honestly.
on.
Nope,
Or
not right now.
B, Sly Cooper.
Ugh, even farther reach.
No.
They have it's
There
seen a
rumors are
resurrection
going around
since
that there is serious
um
talk between those two franchises, and I'm sorry, dude, but I also heard that they were leaning more a little bit toward they more discussions have been leaning towards Infamous.
oh,
As it
bring it.
should.
Like as it
As it
should.
should,
Like
honestly. Like I'm
um
not gonna
But
lie, in
dude,
this
I'm
day and
sorry. Like,
age,
I understand. I understand what like Sly Cooper. I mean, I totally understand where it's coming from for Jack and Daxter. I still think there's room for Sly Cooper to make its
no.
appearance, and yeah, I
you know,
think it could create some fandom, dude.
it's seen a resurgence a little bit since they released the past games onto PS5,
I mean,
But
which
all
you can
games will
actually
have
buy
a
them and stuff.
resurgence.
but
If you
as a
re-release it,
company,
But
yeah, all games will have a
but as a
resurgence.
company, I do I would
but
totally understand why they would lean more towards Infamous, where it has, I think, a bigger mass appeal depending on like the direction
how
they go.
you have to you yeah,
If
you're
they
gonna
go
have to
completely like new, or I mean, are they gonna completely remaster like the first and second, and
I
try
would
and
like to see a
reintroduce Cole?
I would like to see a remaster of one and two, just
I
on the
would
simple
too.
fact is that I didn't really get to get into those games originally. It was
Oh,
Second
dude, they were
Son
so
that
awesome.
really got me into Infamous,
Oh
and I really
no,
enjoyed it. So it'd be
the
nice to go
first
back and
two.
play the originals,
I,
you know?
I, I hope they do, because
Um,
I hope you can experience that, dude. Because like
but
the
even then,
first
right?
one, because this was in the heyday, like this was in Sony's heyday when like, oh man, did you hear about that one company's new game? It was
Yeah.
just it was a completely
But
new and original idea where like
Oh no, no,
it
Jay,
wasn't
no, it
no,
original,
wasn't.
no, I mean
It was not
they put
original.
elements in the game, but
but
I'm
it was a
talking
good
about making
story.
those choices of the
Um,
direction of like your character, if you wanted to be evil or good, the
It was
powers.
honestly it Infamous honestly was the literal Sony counterpart to Fable. That's all it was. Literal. If
Because
you
Fable's an open world.
so was Infamous.
so is Infamous.
Oh shit, that's right.
It
It
literally is,
was.
dude.
You
Like
opened up districts.
just
That's right. Oh
Yeah.
I mean,
dang.
there's that's the point of Infamous was that at the time when Xbox the old school one the I don't,
Mhm.
I can't even say Xbox One X because
The
OG
OG. The OG.
I guess, yeah.
Xbox Black Box I don't know Jesus
The Duke.
Yeah.
the giant one like I don't know anyways
The
the
one didn't
first
that didn't red ring.
Xbox the first time Xbox came out. No add-ons, anything. Like Fable massively blew up that market. Fable
Yes.
That's
was the
right.
go-to. It sold consoles. It literally sold
But I
It
consoles.
mean,
did.
but that was the other thing. The reason Infamous stood out is because it introduced like it was another one that
So
introduced parkour, the
yeah, but so
powers,
what did
your
Sony have
decision
to do?
making.
Sony had to make a game just like that. And what did they make? They made Infamous. And Infamous
Hmm.
the only difference is that yes, you are able to use more aerial zones, but it wasn't something that was extraordinary.
You
It
could
was
scale
honestly,
vertically.
yeah, you could scale vertically, the
Mhm.
power system was
Hmm.
different. But
Well,
all in all, it was
But it was
still
still
hack and
an it
slash.
was
It
still an
mhm,
was,
original IP for
oh
Sony at
yeah,
that
oh yeah,
correct.
time.
of
And
course,
Back when
original
companies
IP.
actually did original IP.
exactly.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
For its
But
time,
that's
it really combined a lot
but
of those cool
so the only thing
influences.
now is that because it's been open world and they did turn it into an actual like trilogy or the actual like continuation, which is
Mhm.
good on them, good on them. But they either have to, they if they do remake it, it'll be hopefully like a Final Fantasy remake. Um,
That is my hope
they
as well.
literally have to just like
Usually, when
like
I
from the
but
say
I
ground up.
think
remaster or remake, I refer to what they've done
Well, I
with
mean,
Final Fantasy. Because
remaster
mhm.
is different,
okay, so remake. You're right, remake.
Remaster is until dawn. Remember,
Right,
remaster is until
right.
dawn.
So I,
We've had four iterations
good
of
point.
until
Very
dawn.
good. Sorry about that.
Last of
Yeah,
Yeah,
Us.
you know,
bad move, Cotton.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
but I
remake.
think
I
so.
prefer
yeah. It
remake.
has to
Yes.
be a
Here's what I
full
was kind
remake,
of getting at though
ground
is like
up.
with Sony Studios though, right? You know what? Sucker Punch is already talking about what that next thing looks like for them.
No,
We know Intergalactic's coming from Naughty Dog. We've got Wolverine coming from Insomniac, but we don't know what Sony Santa Monica is even working on because it's been a couple of years since Ragnarok already, right? And we haven't seen her to peep anything. Ben
Yeah.
Studio don't know what they're working on because their last project got canceled, you know,
Right,
and
right.
and then
And they
as
just
much
shelled out the
as
remaster of Days Gone.
Days Gone, but that's again a
That's
remaster.
like the third or fourth yeah, yeah.
It's the official first rematch, but then and then Gorilla. We haven't heard anything from Gorilla since Forbidden West
Forbidden West, yeah,
and its
yeah.
DLC. So you have these great storied studios. What the hell are they working on? Like, I get it. You're not going to say much because we didn't know what Naughty Dog was working on after the 1800th remaster, remake, whatever you want to say of Last of Us. So
that one should
it'll be
At this point, Interstellar,
no,
intergalactic.
you know what,
Intergalactic is going to be
guys.
such a lovely change of pace. Like,
We've been talking about
Yes.
it. We've been dancing around it. I already know. I already know what it's gonna be. I already know what it's gonna be. Hear me out
what?
on this. It's
What?
gonna be the Last of Us TV show remake game.
Oh, shut your
Shit.
face!
I'm gonna
No
put
way.
Pedro
There is rumors that,
Pascal.
there's rumors
No,
that Sony Santa Monica is working on an Egypt God of War.
no. They're working on
Um,
Last of
but
Us TV game.
so
I've heard Egypt is becoming more and more
yes.
the topic too. Some were throwing out like
Oh, I would
uh
love to see Kratos against
Japan
Anubis.
or so
Dude,
would
that would
I.
be,
I think Egypt is the like next transition
but
for him to
Oh
go. Like
no, I
so
hope not too, man. Like
because then
that.
I hate to say it, then it's Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, exactly. It becomes Assassin's Creed. It becomes fighting
Because you got
Assassin's
to think
Creed.
about this
Not
is
stealth Assassin's Creed, not stealth Assassin's Creed. It's going to
RPG.
be
Yeah,
fighting.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's just going to be
I hate to
fighting
say this
Assassin's
about
Creed.
Ubi because Ubi is, given us press access and I am friends with one of the press guys and over at Ubi is that they didn't go to Valhalla until after, Ragnarok was announced and all of that and so I would really hate, and then they did Greece, right? Assassin's Creed has done Greece and they've done Valhalla,
Mhm.
essentially God of War and Ragnarok. Don't go borrow something from them and go, oh, we're gonna go to Egypt now and kind of do the
Yeah,
same
but
thing.
with them,
So
I don't think they're really borrowing it because I think they're the way they've explained the directions that they're looking at. It's more on
mhm.
where their story is going to take them in regards to the separate stories of Kratos and Atreus. But that's what they're still toying with. So that's why I
We'll
think
see what
the theme of
happens.
Egypt is
Just
coming. But
If they really want to work on something, you just have to forget Kratos right now and just work on Boy. If you get Boy as a solo game, that would be a lot more interesting and a lot more
Or at least if you're
along the
going to do something
lines.
with Kratos, you have him be more of a secondary support
Secondary. Yeah.
character.
Yeah. You just
Um,
have to focus on boy.
so
That's it. Atreus is going to be the one where if it does carry on that legacy,
mhm.
rename it a little bit,
God of War
Gods of
Junior,
War
and
or
God of War
Gods of
no,
Junior,
War,
like, you
God of War
know,
Junior.
you
Um,
got to rename it a
Gods
little
of
so
bit.
War.
I don't know yet,
yeah,
but I can't think of one off the
so
top of my head. But you just follow Atreus versus
mhm,
following Kratos, and then you have that like those you can have the flashback moments. You can have the like this is how you do a tutorial setup from Kratos, like have him be
I
the training dummy, etc., etc., the learning dummy. That would tie a lot in, as well as push the story that they want to go
mhm,
onward, because they do expect him to leave, like you do have that like at the end of the game. I haven't played that DLC part, but I mean, you do at the end of the game, you have that little like break off point where you can break this off right here, like
mhm,
clean cut.
yeah,
That's a
Mhm.
possibility, but just don't go down. I just don't want them going down the Assassin's Creed route because not
correct.
gonna lie, I like Assassin's Creed, not the game. I like it for its discovery mode. Like
It's being
the
used for
learning.
teaching. Like God of
Oh
War,
God, yeah.
the Origins
It's
was
traversal and
used
all that. Yeah.
for Egyptian college
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah, like
You know,
the
they
actual like they go
whatever
through
the
the
what was
actual
it? Unity was the one in France, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's how they
Unity
use
was
the
used
3D
to
plans of
help
the Notre Dame
yeah.
rebuild, the
when it got
cathedrals.
burnt
So,
down.
But I mean,
um,
it's a like they go through all the actual museums, they go through all the
mhm.
arts, and they go through a lot
That's
of
the one
research.
thing I
There's a
have to
lot of
give
research,
Ubi
and
credit for.
I will always buy their game on Black Friday, because I will support that. I won't support it full retail value, but I'll support
Well,
it
they even went as far as
Black
do it
Friday
with,
value
well, you don't have to wait till Black Friday because half the time Ubi games are on sale for half off a couple of weeks after they come out.
on Black Friday. On Black
But
Friday.
even with the division, right? They did the same thing when you look at DC
Yeah,
and
New York.
the National
Yeah.
Mall, New York City. So
Didn't they
if
alter
the
their
investment's
plans
there,
already as well for their
who
upcoming
knows?
game or DC or
We don't know.
DLC
I don't know.
when it came to
Who
the
knows?
division?
Well, the division's
Yeah.
getting a
Divisions.
whole. You get Resurgence, which is going to be the mobile game. Eventually, that's going to come out. Then
Right.
they are talking about Division 3.
Hmm. Okay.
So now, real quick, I want to talk about we've all seen it, and I want to kind of look at the response to it. But so TwitchCon, we all know
Oh Jesus.
the BS that happened with the streamer
Imari.
Umari,
Yeah.
which you
Emery, yeah.
know one of friends of the show, Unaleska, right? Big Final Fantasy streamer and stuff like that.
Yep.
Those are her concerns on why she doesn't go to those conventions.
Yeah.
The big streamer, Sweet Tails, brings up the same thing, security,
I think the
and everything.
other giant
Now,
streamer, Valkyrie, has even decided not to go for
so
the same reasons too, and even Pokimane, I think.
yes, when you look at the video, right, is she's just standing there in this open area, nothing between her and anybody else or anything. Real quick, the guy literally comes up, grabs her, tries to kiss her, you know, which is all BS.
And
But I
also
think,
also has like ample time with her. Like the the amount of time that was kind
and
of
that
wasted.
came out, that was her
It's
security
insane.
guy that
Yeah, that was
split
her
that up.
security
It
guy.
wasn't even Twitch.
One
So
dude.
now, where I kind of want to look at, because that was irreprehensible, but the CEO of Twitch has come out and said, "Well, this is kind of something that you got to figure out because it's at all these all the conventions
No,
kind of have similar
they're
issues." So I really wish Theo was here for this because between Jerry, myself, Jason, all of us, we attend conventions. We met at E3, which was very segmented. You were, different things, but we've all gone to San Diego Comic Cons. We've gone to Denver Fan Expo,
Evo, Anime
Evo, but I want to look at like
Expo,
Fan Expo, right? Who has signings, meet and greets, like where you can go meet the people, right? But there's tables between you. There's plenty of handlers around. Like, I really think TwitchCon set her up for failure and didn't protect her as a streamer and as a woman that had, when they've already had concerns raised for it. Um, because frankly, at the end of the day, like, you're just basically having her on display to have people come up right in close proximity. Like, Jerry, you know this when we've gone to like Comic Con, like LA Comic Con, we've gone to Fan Expo. Like, you have to pay for that photo
Yeah.
at the table, and they will, most of the time, they will come around to take the picture with you when you've paid for it. Otherwise, you're close enough to shake hands with them. Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. That's it because there's a table there.
Yeah.
So I I'm very disappointed because then, you look at the video of the CEO the night before with Twitch After Dark or whatever they wanted to call it, um, dancing on a stage with another female streamer, and he goes up and just grabs her and just kind of like starts dancing with her, picks her up, and it's like I hate to see that these days. Like, we have to, in this day and age when we have concerns for those people, like, you should be doing what you can to protect them, make them feel at ease. Definitely,
Well, even their response and
it's
their response to
it's
Amari,
atrocious.
yeah, and rightfully so, she's taking legal action as she should
Yes.
because the even from that footage, the security looked like it was a joke.
There was none from Twitch. That's the
Right.
thing. It was
That's the thing.
her person, her one singular person.
Yeah.
And, for
by the way, can we correctly say her name, please?
go
I'm
for it.
sorry. What is it?
Emiru.
Emiru.
Emiru?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Emiru.
Well, that means everyone's been kind of mispronouncing it. That's
Oh, I
okay.
mean, like it's fine, but it
But
just
no, you're
the
more
way
into
that
the
the way that it's lettered.
yeah.
I it probably could be, but I'm just
Anyways,
it's just the way
so
it's lettered makes
it'll be interesting
it's
because see
okay.
what happens next year for TwitchCon because a lot have of the bigger streamers now are coming out saying they're going to
They're
boycott
not going. Yeah.
TwitchCon
Yeah. Why
off
go?
after this.
It
What's the point?
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, Matt, it is set up for failure. And a lot of times, too, I've been to a lot of places where, even the celebrities will just walk the floor. We've seen it at E3 multiple times. They're
Yeah,
just chilling, walking the floor like it's, hanging out.
Mhm.
I've
Fan Expo's
done,
the same way, you
yeah,
know.
I've done a few where, like, just when I was working at the convention center. You know, I would just be literally like face to face or right next to a huge name celebrity, and they'd be like, "Oh my God," like you like you're like literally right here, but like everybody else is just like whatever, like uh one of the biggest ones, Dave Grohl,
Oh,
literally came to me and my
go ahead.
coworker's bar and it's like, "Hey, could I just get like a water or something?" And we're like, yeah, and like she's like, Can I get a picture, please?" Like, oh my God, like you have no idea. And of course, people will get fan struck and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is that you just be fan struck. There are limitations. Hey, like there is a personal bubble. Please, there is always a bubble, and just respect that. That's it. Again, like you said, and if you rewatch the clip. Yeah, she is literally just out in the open. There is
There's nothing
nothing,
protecting her.
nothing.
Yeah.
Granted, there's a lot of like
There's a
zone.
line,
There's like
but
there's a big like open area, and like it's kind of like zoned off. But that's like yeah, like what happened was just like unexcusable. It's like, dude, like come on. Like I get it, you might be like the ultra number one super fan, whatever, this and that. At the same flip of the coin, you could be the ultra number one, and let's be real, like stalker or like one that's like cannot distinguish the reality
Personal
and the
boundaries and yeah, and all
well
that.
the reality versus the personality,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Hopefully does a lot of people like us. I mean, we were over we podcast. We are
Hmm.
totally different people, like, in real life and on here. Granted, a lot of it is pretty close, you know, but it's some people do have that persona over the internet versus not over the internet, and
Yeah.
they're all people still too. And that's the thing. Like it is just so insane how that like little clip and it literally has gone like is blown up like
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
because yeah, now nobody is going to be like, hey, like I like your like, oh hey, you when you walk up to someone, hey, I like a cosplay, oh my God, get away from me, like pepper spray them to the face. That's what might be responses now. It's like, hey, like
Hmm.
you can't just like enjoy the con anymore. There's no more enjoying it if it's
Correct.
going to be like that. Like we used to enjoy cons and we're just like, yo, like, oh man, like that's pretty tight. Oh my God. Or like shout out like you guys have to Sky Diddy and Jay Tight, like, yo, what's up? And like it's from
Hmm.
far away. Like you get some sort of you just don't go run up to him and be like, oh my God, you're amazing. Whoa, whoa, back up a little bit, So it is gonna hurt. That definitely hurt a lot of like how people are
Yeah.
gonna be moving around.
Hmm.
It might limit the amount of people that go to conventions now. Like Anime Expo is a great example. They
Mm.
oversell
Um,
tickets. They
yes.
oversell the hell out of tickets. They're over max capacity all the time. I don't know how the fire marshals let it go.
I don't
And
either.
we've been in that building.
Yeah, that building is
And
large.
those pictures you've sent to us, it's just like
Yeah.
how do you not question that at all?
Yeah,
Correct.
That yeah,
yeah,
I mean it's each side, especially the main venue entrance, dude. Like it was almost criminal. Like how are they
yeah. How is
allowing
this
that many
happening?
people
Yeah,
inside? We questioned it got that full, which it did.
yeah.
Like people were
So,
shoulder to shoulder, bleeding, like standing on the stairwell on
yeah,
the
I
sides.
like I
It
get it.
was
It
defensible.
happened at E3,
Hmm.
but that's when we're waiting for the doors to open. Literally, the doors to open.
Yeah, and that was also like day one,
Yeah,
where like
Yeah.
everyone didn't want to miss anything, and
yeah.
everyone was there like
But
hours
you
early.
still had a decent opening at the back of the room though. So if
Right,
you
you
needed to,
still
you
had
could
the
go
other
stand over
entrances,
there and breathe. You
but
had the upstairs
man,
entrances. So
Well,
yeah, it'll
no,
be
like I said, it's
interesting.
just the initial, like, oh
Yeah.
man. But then after that initial, then everybody disperses. Then it's like, oh, that's fine. It's good to go. But I
Yep.
think this will definitely cap the amount of attendees there. I think it will definitely cap where, like, the zones in which people can
I
be, like,
it's going
loitering,
to I
technically.
think it's going to really, Jay, to your point, I think it's going to make the streamers, like the celebrity streamers, really the ones that have huge followings really rethink going to these types of conventions, right?
Yeah.
Where
well,
they're historic, like you look at a fan expo or a Galaxy Con because those are set up, they're dealing with multi-million dollar stars, right? So they know how to run things. They'll give more consideration to something like that than say TwitchCon, which is just gonna basically put you out on an island by yourself.
Yeah.
well,
Or,
that's why I
or,
think also this Imaru lawsuit is also going to bring, I think, more strive to Amazon and Twitch to up their game because like with that video going so viral, it clearly shows that there's no security. Like people are going to be dissecting that, so
Yeah.
and using that. So I mean, hopefully some good comes out
Hmm.
of her taking him to court, and then they maybe finally, you know, taking responsibility and having the proper amount of security on for both sides,
Yeah.
Amazon and Twitch.
Yeah.
That
I think
'cause
also
that's
too what
insane how big both companies are, and they're skimping that much on security. That doesn't make sense.
I think also too it's gonna turn it into like SDCC kind of zones where like
Level, yeah,
Hmm.
where you guys have to go into a certain you have to go to a certain uh what
wing or
like
side
go
of the
Hmm.
venue.
yeah you have to go to a certain like
That's where you go and
room
get your
a
autographs and
certain room for
photographs. Yeah,
the meet and greet
Hmm.
the autograph because then there's you can control a lot more that way via like how many people can enter how many people are inside versus
Yeah.
outside like
yeah.
there's going to be that queue of like no longer this like oh like it's going to be all behind closed door where like there's going to be multiple security people
It'll be
there's going to be
similar to, I
like
think, what kind of like we saw at LA Comic Con with Michael J. Fox,
Something
oh
like
I
that.
don't
Yeah.
know I
you
don't know
know.
how it looked like
So
but
so it
yeah
was like he
you
was black curtained off, and then when we went in, right, we could only walk just close enough to the table. I mean, they were still
oh
feet
yeah
away from the actual table. Like he had his security detail, he had his
yeah
like everybody there to protect him, so
yeah
it'll be
it
interesting
will
to see
get
what
to that
happens.
level now for sure especially not gonna lie especially for the female
Yes.
streamers
A lot of them are already coming out saying they are not going to touch TwitchCon again.
yeah, I mean,
So,
not just. I mean, like you
yeah.
are looking at the future of a lot of, not gonna lie, a lot of
Yes.
future female guests that they're gonna look at it
And
and
that's
just be
sad
like, this
because
is
they
not worth
deserve
it.
to,
This is not worth it.
meet some of their fans, but I get it. Streamers are a little bit different than actors and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
um, anyways, so with that, it's already that time of the night, but
Dang.
A
yeah,
little over, but it's
it's a
all
little
right.
over, but we guys still gotta talk about something. So Jay, what have you been playing? What have you been watching?
I am just officially caught up with Demon Slayer, so I am ready to watch the movie. Um,
Nice.
Are you gonna go
so
see it in
I
the
am
theaters?
no.
Oh,
I don't support theaters that much that anymore.
Bummer.
Because I have a tendency of falling asleep a lot. So I don't. It's a dark
yeah,
room. It's air
I get it.
conditioned.
I get you.
Those comfy
I've
recliners.
those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be reclined. Oh no no
Yes.
no!
He's like,
One, strike two, strike three. I am
he's
knocked
like,
out.
That's so
and
great.
then if the wife brings a blanket for him, he's really out.
Oh no,
Give him a
she don't
little,
Done.
even
give him a
have. She
little
don't even
stuffy
have
to
to.
cuddle up with.
She don't even have to. I'm just going to knock out. Like that's it. That's all she
That's
wrote.
hilarious.
Like you reclined me in a dark
Yeah,
room. Over.
nice.
So it's hard for me to go to movie theaters sometimes. Um, but yeah. So I mean, like I am gonna watch that. I still need to catch. Still need to watch a few other things like Ballerina. So
Hmm.
need to see Ballerina. But yeah, caught up on Demon Slayer, so I'm solid on that. Um, what else I've been watching or been playing? Just sticking with my Uma Musume Pretty Derby, bro. I looked at how much it
So
is
great.
to buy some
I
microtransaction.
was
Not
just
worth
gonna
it.
ask you, have you bought any more
Nope,
characters or okay.
it's not gonna happen. So it's either gonna
Okay.
be a straight grind or I'm gonna miss out on it and cry a little bit in the inside.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Okay.
okay. It is what it is.
Right
But yeah,
on.
those two games only. Mahjong, during my lunch breaks as usual.
Hmm.
Nothing too exciting right
All
now.
right.
I think
Jerry?
I'm just waiting for Black Friday. That's it.
Gnarly. Let's see. Still Yote. Um, obviously, been playing a little bit more Destiny with you guys, obviously,
Hmm.
and Battlefield 6. That's been dude,
Dude, I've
that's
been
so
watching
dope.
some streamers play multiplayer and that thing is ridiculous. It
It's
looks
so fun.
like it is like just people destroying the buildings you're in.
Yeah.
So,
Or especially or when you're in the building when it's like going down, so you got to find a way out. Like, yeah, it's really immersive. It's fun. It's a
mhm.
lot of fun. And then I've started to rewatch Community. It's been a while, so I've been wanting to watch that, and then just been watching movies here and there. Matt, what about you?
Um, I've been Yotai. Um, s- Dabbling still. I need to get back to my season on MLB The Show. Destiny, of course. We're grinding towards 400. Um,
Hmm.
However, I am back on my bullshit again.
Oh,
Hence the
Opened up the
shirt.
you
island.
pulled it
Um,
out, the
the
island.
uh, the Halloween decorations are going up on the island.
Oh,
Um,
very cool. Okay.
I since I redid my whole entire top corner of my island a couple months ago for my big giant museum. I now need to build some more decorations to put some more shit out. Um, so yeah, and then Luigi's Mansion 3.
Interesting.
So
Oh
my
yeah.
my kiddo noticed that on my Switch, decided he wanted to play it, got immediately hooked on it and started taking my like really taking my Switch. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna buy it for you. Him and I have been playing multiplayer and doing the scare scraper. And he really wants to collect now. I've got him finally hooked with the bug of trying to be a completionist with the game.
Oh
So
no.
to find all the gems, find all the hidden like special ghosts and stuff like that. So we're working
Oh,
through
awesome.
multiplayer because on the 10 floor one and the 20 floor one, there's special ghosts that show up on every fifth floor. So on the 10 floor it's the fifth, the 20 it's 5, 10, and 15. So he's really wanting to play that. So we've been playing multiplayer and having
Awesome.
a
Nice.
blast with it. Um so yeah, it's made me, I mean, I love Luigi's Mansion anyways. So it's been fun playing that with him. And seeing him enjoy that as much. And I think that goes back to Jason's point. Always the Switch is that family console. Like as
Hmm.
Yep.
much as we have Astrobot, we've got Sackboy on the PlayStation, they enjoy those. They love the stuff on the Switch.
Yep.
That's just where it's at. Um, so, anyways, so with that, I want to thank everyone who is popping in and out of the stream tonight, just hanging out and watching in the background. If this was your first time crashing game night, thank you for giving us a chance. If you like what you heard, drop us a follow here on Twitch. Head over to crashinggamenight.com. Check out our past episodes and our past guests um, on that. But just with everything that is really going on in the world right now, um, it's really pushing people's stress levels, especially in this mental health awareness month. People are, feeling a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of depression, stuff like that. Just think about your interactions with people because you don't know what's happening in their life. So ultimately, in the great immortal words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to each other.
That's right, everybody. We want to send you off with that same message out there. Be yourself, you do you. Also, to try and look out for each other out there, especially now because it's still crazy, government shutdown and, our uh,
Hmm.
climate of what everything that's going on right now. So people have their opinions and are strongly uh, religious about those opinions, and we need to allow people to express themselves and be open and listen and be patient and just try to do and be better in those kind of ways and
Yep.
just try and help out and seize the moment if you see someone in need. Let's just try, like I said, to try and do better and be better
Yep.
and be safe. Be safe out there. To
Hmm.
J Rock, J Bone. It's to you that
I mean
it's
that's
coming in,
there's yeah, thank you,
in
Jerry.
there. Yeah.
Thank you, Jerry Bear. Um, it's 10 days left for till Halloween.
Oh my
So I
gosh.
know a lot of trunk or treats, a lot of those pumpkin patch things, um, are probably going to be this weekend, all throughout the week leading
Hmm.
up to it. Please be safe and careful out there.
Mm,
And at the same time, too, try to limit yourself to how far a prank or a trick goes.
Yes.
There are a few things that I've seen via the internet that is like, yo, come on, man. Like, it's one thing to scare people, it's another thing to like mentally scar people, you know? So it's just it is supposed to be fun. It's a fun holiday party, have a good time, but just don't have a good time on someone else's expense.
Yes.
You know, we are a very fidgety nation now, so
yeah.
with that, a lot of people are a lot more sensitive. A lot of people are a lot more like not as patient. So just you might find it a joke, they might not. So just, you know, be pretty aware of your surrounding, be aware of the situations. Try not to get yourself into those just because, yes, it is supposed to be a good time. The start of all the fun and games for the rest of the year. You know, we have this is
Yep.
the start of the holiday season technically.
Mhm.
You know, we have Halloween, then Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year. So it's going to
Hmm.
be a it's the long stretch, but 10 days out, you know, we're going to have a lot of those over the weekend. So just be careful out there over the weekend. Enjoy
Correct.
yourselves. Have a lot of fun. You know, don't be a jerk. Honestly, just don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Anyways, my boy, Theo Walski, he's not here to say it out,
That's
so
too bad.
I can't scream it out like I normally do.
But you take it,
So,
Jason.
but yes, my man Theo Walski, who's not here. It's okay. I'm just gonna take it out. Throw out that outro. You know, as always, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Till next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Good night, everybody.
Yep.
Miss you, Theo.
Yep.
Take care,
It's
everyone.
okay.